Welcome to the Critically Clueless. I'm the Monk, and today we are in Empire of Sin. And as you can see, I've just completed the game on the hardest difficulty about a year after I started. I believe you actually start in March 1920, so it's a little bit under a year. I'm going to show you how to do this with only killing one boss. That's right, this video is all about how to win a game with only killing one boss, and it's pretty simple really. You basically make all the other bosses murder each other. Now the way I would start this is actually by picking your character, whoever you want to pick, and then simply start running around the streets, making as many contacts as you can, picking up as many loot boxes as you can. And you're going to need those loot boxes because you need the extra guns. The reason I say this is because then you want to pick one or two of the bosses that you want to get close to. You can do this by giving them little trinkets and stuff like that. It bumps up your reputation with them. You can also choose characters that have the same heritage as you. Like, for instance, I'm playing as the Donovans, and Mabel here has an Irish background the same as me, so I had a little bit of an easier time getting on with her than I did with the other bosses. And so I simply, as you can see, I'm like minus 29 with her now. This is just after meeting her. We have a business arrangement and stuff like that, but still, we're in the minuses right now. So what I do is I can cherry pick the good stuff off her, and then basically give her all of my old junk, all of the stuff that, one, I don't use, and two, eventually it outvalues what I'm trying to get off her. And she's very excited about all of this. And in doing so, it means that I'm going to get a big reputation buff with her. Now, the good thing about this game, Little Empire of Sin, is when one boss likes another, you can do a favour for said boss. Now, there's lots of different favours you can ask for. You can ask for one which is basically putting in a good word, so it actually means you'll get reputation with another boss just by asking for a favour with one of the bosses that you already have reputation with, which works out really good because that means that you can get another boss to like you as well. Now, like I said, this part is all about getting the bosses to like you. The more they like you, the more that like you, the more favours you're going to be able to call in, and the more hits you're going to be able to make, which again is really good. So the way this works is that you can actually get hits called out on other bosses from a boss that already likes you. You basically say, this one's been a bit of a git, do you mind giving me the old cheesecake? And she's like, well, certainly. But it only works if you have good relation with them. It also, I believe you have to have a business arrangement with them as well. So, if you want to have a boss, you want to ask for a favor, you've got to actually, the first step is by having a business arrangement in place. The good thing is, in this game, when you very first ever meet anybody in this game, a big boss, they will ask for a sit down. It's in that sit down that you're actually able to get a business arrangement drawn up. I'm pretty sure every single boss always offers you a business arrangement. It basically means you've got your foot in the store there. Your foot in the door with every single boss from the very first time you meet them on any difficulty in the game. As you can see, once you finally get that relationship with them, you basically just go through the list and ask them to knock off absolutely everybody in the game. Now, this is going to take a while, to do. This list actually contains not only the bosses that you know, but also every single available hired gun as well. So you can basically eliminate every piece of competition in the game. It's really not that hard. I believe this is an exploit. You really shouldn't be able to do this. I also think you can only ask this favor of every boss once. So for instance, if you ask them to kill somebody, and whether they're successful or they fail, you cannot ask them to do it again. So I would suggest making sure you pick your targets wisely, because sometimes unfortunately they do fail. But here is the kicker. This is the exploit. If you get this favor with a boss, you can ask that one boss to not only kill one person, like I just said, but to kill every single person in the game. Now, they have a good chance of actually carrying this off. And the interesting thing about it is there's no repercussions on you for asking to have someone murdered. That word never gets slipped, meaning whoever survives the assassination attempt, they don't know you did it. You can then go to them, like old Frank Reagan here. I'm trying to get him to like me, and oh look, he now loves me. Amazing. I'm one of his peers. Anyway, then you can get them to assassinate the survivors, and you can go down the list. Now sometimes in some playthroughs you are extremely lucky. Every single assassination attempt is successful, and you only need to have one boss to like you to do this. I do believe this is an exploit. I think this is not how it was intended to be used. I think they're going to change this pretty soon, to be fair, because it's incredibly overpowered. Like I said, I'm on the hardest difficulty right now, and essentially you can complete the game in about an hour. If that, all you need is enough good things to actually get a boss to like you in the first place. Orders an assassination, literally 2 to 3 minutes later, you will get, the assassin pop up saying that they are initiating the assassination. A few seconds after that, you will be told whether it is successful or not. And that is it. They're assassinated. All that's left for you to do is to find the last boss in the game, the one that you couldn't get assassinated because he was your personal assassin, and slice his throat in the street. And after that, it's all bish bash bosh. This guy didn't even have a safe house. He was literally wandering around the street. I found him, slit his throat, and that is it. That was the end of the game. The only boss I killed throughout the entire playthrough, and he was my puppet. And that is how to complete the game on the hardest difficulty with only killing one boss. Well, guys, that's the end of the video. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit that like button. And of course, don't forget to subscribe to the channel as well. We recently hit 700 subscribers, which is absolutely massive for our channel. And now we are chasing 800 subscribers. So your support really helps on this. If you have any thoughts or any questions about this game or this video, don't forget to put that in the comments, and I will do my very best to make sure that I get back to you as soon as I can. I do try to reply to every single comment, and maybe you've got a question that you can't answer yourself within the game, and maybe I can answer it for you. Maybe I'll even make a video on it for you as well, because like I always say, seeing is better than reading. Well, at least sometimes that's the case anyway. But guys, I have been a monk, we've been a Crystal Coolest, and I will see you in the next video real soon. Hope you've enjoyed.
So, where can I take you?